So far, we've given you glimpses into what life looks like when you live and work at the sugar beet harvest. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're taking you into our daily routine, what life really looks like in a 24-hour cycle of the entire day.
Home sweet home.
We've had barely any time to really talk to each other.
That's not supposed to be there.
I thought it'd be really cool, but it wasn't.
We just had a bit of a ghostly experience here.
And I hate it. Joseph is getting home from his shift, so our clock starts right now. He's mad because I haven't fed him supper yet. Are you hungry?
Supper? How about breakfast?
Oh, whoops. Yep, breakfast. I shouldn't be confused. You should be the one that's confused. Your hair looks great, by the way. I
know.
Love that look
Doesn't
on
it?
you. Your feelings about your hair?
No, I was just trying to be more presentable for the audience.
You can't be presentable with that facial hair. In case this is the first video you've watched of us, Joseph is not shaving any day that he goes to work. So it's been 9 straight days, and I hate it.
I like to say we try to have a routine, but the only routine we really have is breakfast. Because,
and supper.
Well,
kinda.
yes, but it was supposed to be like breakfast and then sleep and then go to work.
Walk and go do
and,
a
oh yeah,
walk.
we were going to do a walk at 3. We've
Yeah.
done that once. With the truck being down and having to do all the fixing, if you missed any of that, that's all in the last video. Because of that, because of the truck.
You've had to go grocery
I had to go
shopping
grocery
on the
shopping
bike.
on the motorcycle. Kalyn was going to do the grocery shopping, so that's eating into my sleep. So I was planning on getting 6 to 7 hours a night for the entire beet harvest. Instead, I've gotten 5 to 6. Today, actually, we're doing the cleaning. I have nothing to do on the truck. I have no shopping to do. The cleaning, I mean, it's a 300 square foot RV. How long can it take? We wrapped up cleaning. It's 10 o'clock. We did it.
Yeah, we did it by 10.
This means that I'm going to get approximately 7 hours of sleep.
So are you getting up at 5?
Yeah, I'll get up at 5.
Are you excited?
I am very excited. Good night, y'all.
He sounds like he's from the South when actually we both grew up in upstate New York. Trying to decide what I want to do. It's Sunday, so technically I don't have to work, but I do feel really behind in work-related stuff because I've had a project that has just taken up a lot of my time. I think I'm going to work on that for a little bit and see what I can get done, and then maybe relax a little bit after that. Still working, but I think I'm gonna take a bit of a break. But let me show you a peek of what I'm working on because it is sick. Like, it is, I'm so excited about this. This is a Notion Christmas planner that I've been working on. It is pretty comprehensive, so I'm still finalizing a few things, but the majority is built. So I was just making the finishing touches on this budget tracker, which look at how cute this notification dashboard is. It tells you when you're over or under budget, so you can record expenses, you can record all sorts of gifts. You can, if you send cards to people, you can track cards. There's a menu, activities, holiday decor, like everything you need to get organized for Christmas. So if you're interested in grabbing this, I'll leave a link below. Shameless plug, but you gotta be your best marketer. I don't know why I'm whispering, because I was talking normal voice earlier. And now all of a sudden, because I saw him sleeping, I feel like I need to be quiet. Bon appetit! Watching a show made me really sleepy, mixed with the fact that I didn't really sleep that great last night. So I'm gonna try to take a nap, set my alarm. Sometimes this backfires on me and then I end up like just feeling groggy the rest of the day. But I'm gonna hope that we have some success with like a 20, 30-minute nap, and then I'll be ready to tackle a few more things afterwards. I didn't really sleep, but it was nice to just shut my eyes for a little bit. It's so nice out. think I'm gonna take the garbage and go on a little walk. What's funny is that the campground is usually quiet day and night. It's quiet during the day because the day shift is gone working and the night shift is sleeping, and it's flip-flopped at night because the night shift is working and the day shift is sleeping. So sometimes I feel like I'm the only one awake here. We're gonna do something fun and set my timer for 1 minute and see how many fully loaded Beet trucks go by on this road in 1 minute. Well, that was kind of a fail. Max was 4. I did multiple 1 minute increments to see if I could increase it because I thought it'd be really cool, but it wasn't. I think it must be a slow day. Joseph said it was slow the last 2 nights. Some of the farmers have already finished their fields because it was way busier at the beginning of harvest. I can't stop yawning. I think it's time for some caffeine. Not much has changed in the past few hours. I'm still working, still yawning, still trying to stay awake, but I'm getting some really good progress done.
Getting up at 5:10 in the afternoon is easier than getting up at 5:10 in the morning, but it's still not easy. But time to get up. Time to get ready for the day, night, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'll be more talkative in a bit. How was your afternoon?
Tiring, but I got a lot of good work in on my Christmas planner.
Nice. You ready for supper?
I am starving.
Okay. Nothing quite like tomato soup for breakfast. This is part of the routine that I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and that is eating something non-breakfasty right when I get up. But honestly, my stomach has been fine with it. So I've just been still having my breakfast in the morning, supper at night, but then the only difference is I kind of have 2 meals while I'm at work.
This is basically our routine. Joseph wakes up, we have dinner, we have an hour or so together before he heads off of work. So this is basically the only time we're able to talk and connect.
And this hasn't been our routine actually, because my routine is usually if I can get up, work on the truck, or get up, go shopping, or get up, or
Right, so we've had barely any time to really talk to each other or see each other. I'm ready for the beet harvest to be over.
I've got about 30-40 minutes before I have to head out, so I'm gonna get ready, get everything put together, I actually have my lunch already set. Just have to put some things together for it.
I'm very excited to pass the torch.
Yes, because you're gonna go to bed.
I live a very boring life behind my computer.
There was a chance it would get shut down for warmth today, and then it's gonna drop all the way down to 32 tonight.
Yeah, I think it'll be cold.
It's gonna be a cold night. I haven't called the Beet hotline like ever since we got rolling. So I'm calling it now to make sure we're going in tonight. We better be, because it's double time day.
The time of this reporting is 3:30 p.m. Sunday, October 15th. The MacArthur station is open. Night shift employees should report for work at...
Cody wants to say hi.
You want to give me a kiss?
Nope.
All right.
I'll see you in the morning.
See ya. Get a good night's sleep.
I hope I'm tired enough to not even think about anything. Bye.
Since I ride the bike here, I try to get here about a half hour early so that I have time to get out of my gear and into this gear. Over here, I'm wearing my safety glasses. It's like Foreman back there. Hopefully he doesn't notice. shift has started. We've transferred over from the afternoon shift to our shift. And today, instead of me being on ground with the crew and going through, I'm just rotating on and off with Ashley, at least for now. Tonight it looks like I'm getting a night of operating, which is fine with me.
I don't know why, but this one has been like really mad at me. Pooping, and then he peed on this mat. Why are you so upset? The weird thing is, ever since Joseph has been working night shift, he's been sitting here at night by the door. I don't know if that's coincidence, but he seems really thrown off the routine that Joseph's not here at night. I don't know. Animals are weird sometimes.
Let me run you through the process of what happens here at the beet piling facility. The beet trucks pull up onto what's called the end dump back here. They lift the doors. The trucks then dump all their beets. It's carried up that conveyor belt before it's dumped right here into a main conveyor belt. Goes up the main conveyor belt all the way up here before falling through what's called some screens, then dropping it into that wheelbarrow and onto this boom and all the way out onto the pile. Once the truck has delivered all of its beets, it pulls forward underneath these wings right here. A button is pushed and all their dirt from their beets is dumped back into their truck before they go out and weigh back out. Home sweet home. Now I just need some trucks. No trucks. Back up in the operating cabin. We just finished a truck. We got nobody in line right at the moment, but it's picked up a little bit. We just had a bit of a ghostly experience here. Apparently several years ago, somebody died on this machine. Nobody's over here on this left side. And each side of the boom is equipped with an emergency stop button. You push that button, the whole machine shuts down. Well, nobody was over here. The whole machine shut down. Isaiah, our foreman, was trying to figure out what went wrong, walking around the machine, and that button was pushed. Nobody was over here, but that emergency stop button was pushed. So but we got everything started back up. Nobody was in the machine, so no new ghosts created. And we're back up and running. In all seriousness though, this is exactly why on the machines like this they have lockout procedures. On the electrical panel, this machine is run all by electric. On the electrical panel, you pull the electric, shut the electric off to the whole machine, and then every person that is going to be working on that machine locks the machine out. They actually take a padlock, lock it in place, and it prevents the machine from getting turned back on until that person comes and unlocks. You're not allowed to enter the machine unless you have a padlock on that device. That way, there's no chance this machine gets fired up with anybody on board. And now it's the time of night when we clean. We get out the shovels, we clean the end dumps, we clean the hopper, we clean all the dirt off the sides, and while we're doing that, Isaiah cleans the pad. And I gotta be honest, of all of us, Isaiah gets the fun job. After we clean, there is one moment that is the most satisfying of all of the beet harvest, I think, and that is dumping the dirt that we've cleaned into the bucket of the loader. Back up in the operator cabin. We've gotten a little busier. We're still only operating one side though. It sounds like that's going to be the plan for the rest of the night. Still on pile 2 to get most of the trucks, but more time in the operator cabin for me, I guess. Next round of excitement. Ground crew noticed the belt was smelling, and we have, there we go, That's not supposed to be there. The belt is starting to give off a smell of burning. So we called the head honcho over here. He's calling the next head honcho up to find out if we're shutting her down for the night or if we're keeping on going or what the deal is. All in a day's work at the beet harvest. We're gonna take a 45-minute break, and assuming the mechanic doesn't show up in that meantime, after that 45, we will go replace them on Piler 2. Their whole crew will get a 45-minute break while we operate Piler 2, and we'll just rotate on and off until either the mechanic comes or until, woohoo, there's a big step there, or until morning breaks and we pass it off to the next shift. Time to jump off Easy Street now. Headed to Piler 2. We got trucks backed up. Since we only have one piler in action, we're gonna be working hard, trying to get all these trucks through as fast as we can. Hopefully this one doesn't run me over. And knock this out, give the Piler 2 Beets a break. Some differences you might note from Piler 1 to Piler 2. First of all, Piler 2 has a 50-foot longer boom, and our pile is 4 feet higher, so a whole lot more beets going on this pile. Another difference you might notice is these tubes. This pile is a freezer pile, which means they pump air, cold air from those fans to the bottom of the pile and freeze the pile so that this pile will last longer as they produce sugar from these beets all the way through like spring of next year. Because of these tubes, that's the next thing you'll notice. As you'll see going right behind me, it's a lot more dangerous at this pile because you got a skid steer flying around. He is placing the tubes when he can, then he's scooping beets to put them against the tubes so that when avalanches come down the pile, they don't knock the tubes out of position. And then you'll notice that this piler is also wider too, so that as you're directing truck traffic through, you literally only have 2 to 3 feet, if that, sometimes between the tracks of the piler and the truck. So you really have to keep your head on a swivel in this job already, but at Piler 2 and freeze piles in general, you really have to keep your head on a swivel because there's so much more going on. This pile is a lot more fun, but the safety element of just having those trucks flying around is one of the primary reasons I really enjoy Piler 1 over Piler 2 at this site, just because you have a little bit more space, you have a little bit more room to breathe. Last hour though left of the shift, but I don't believe I'm gonna end on a break. As you can see, the best part, sunrise coming up, but it's 32 degrees. You can officially see some breath. It's been 32 degrees for a bit, which means we gotta start chopping beets to make sure that they're not coming in frozen, because frozen beets can rot out the piles apparently. Good to go. Yep. Yeah. Look at that line. I don't think I've talked about the organized chaos that it is for the trucks to get in here or not. So we have one weigh station and the trucks have to weigh coming in and going out. So when we're not busy, it's not a problem, but when we're busy, we can end up with a line down the frontage road here. So trucks that are empty and leaving have priority. So the trucks that are coming in full, they actually have to wait just a little bit before. And if an empty truck comes off the piler, they have to let that person in line so that they can get through the scale, weigh out, and get out of the yard. Meanwhile, all these other trucks coming in, getting weighed and then headed to the piler. And when it's cold outside, we stick people in the chop stand over there, and that actually gums up the works even a little bit more because trucks have to delay as they come through and get their beets chopped to make sure that we're not bringing in any frozen beets.
Because our bathroom and sink is right up near the bedroom, I try to squeeze in a quick workout and get ready for the day before Joseph gets home, just because I don't want to bother him while he's trying to sleep, but he has proven that he can sleep through anything, so it's more just me wanting to get up and around rather than, I guess, bother him. Also, I slept much better, so thanks for asking, because Joseph isn't here to give a full rundown of the sleep report. Do you guys do that? Like, Every single morning when you wake up, do you tell your spouse how you slept? Let me know in the comments if that's you too.
Lifting the wrong way one time and turn with the halfway home.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what 24 hours of the beet harvest looks like. Now, if you want to get a better idea as to what the entire harvest looks like, just rewatch this video about 14 times in a row and that'll about do it. And while you're doing that, click like if you like this video, click subscribe so you'll be notified when we release the next one. And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because we're back where we started.
There's dirt in your nose.
That's why we angle from up here.